Hey guys, welcome to today's video, and if you are new here, welcome. Here on this channel you will find a lot of skincare content, but I also provide a lot of makeup and hair care videos as well. So if you love all things beauty, then you are in the right place. Now today I'm going to be showing you one of my favorite routines to brighten up the under eyes. So whether you have dark circles, you have a little bit of discoloration, maybe you have puffiness and your under eyes look really dull and tired, or maybe you don't have any of these skin concerns, but you just love that brighter look when you're wearing makeup, then keep on watching, because this routine that I typically do when I need that brighter look really is game changing. So let me show you one of my go-tos, and of course I don't have anything underneath my eyes right now, and I do want to put that out there right now. I'm going to zoom you in to show you that I don't. I am very fortunate that I don't have dark circles, but I do have some discoloration in the inner corner of my eye, and then half the time when I wake up in the morning I'm like super puffy, I look tired, and I need life to the under eyes. So this is one of those routines, like I said, that I do, and it's just chef's kiss. So let's get right into it, and of course I will link up all of the products that I'm using in today's video below for you for your reference. Please don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, as it really helps my channel with the algorithm, and please don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any of my upcoming videos, as I do upload videos every single week. So I have zoomed you right in. Now I'm going to show you what my under eyes look like, but I do want to let you know that I don't have any makeup underneath my eyes. The only thing that I have right now is just my skincare. So the serums that I applied this morning, my moisturizer of course, and then I applied sunscreen to the under eyes. I also applied it to the lid and underneath the brow bone. You should always be applying your sunscreen to the under eye area, whether you're using a special under eye SPF or your face SPF, because of course we want to prevent further discoloration and of course premature aging. So never forget your sunscreen. And I will say all of the products that I'm using today sit nicely on top of the sunscreen that I used today. So if you're wondering which one I am using, I will link it below for you, and that way if you're looking for something that is good under makeup, then maybe I can introduce you to something new. So I'm going to come up a little bit closer just to show you that I don't have anything on. So as you can see, I do have a little bit of discoloration in the inner corner. It's nothing crazy, but I still have a little bit of pinky purple tones that I would like to brighten up and conceal. So that is what everything looks like. So of course my makeup is just to this area right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply my technique only to one under eye. So at the very end, you can see the difference from either side, and then of course you get to see how brightening it really is from before and after. So the first product that I like to go in with is by Beauty Bio, and this is the Eyeliner Concentrate, and this is fabulous. This really is a must if you are somebody that wears concealer, because this acts as a primer, and your concealer does not go anywhere when you have this underneath. So you can also put this on top of your eyelids and underneath the brow bone, and this will act as a primer for your shadows and liners as well. Again, your eyeshadows don't crease and it lasts the entire day. But this also has skincare ingredients as well that will help correct the skin around the eyes. So we have hyaluronic acid to temporarily plump up those fine lines. It also hydrates the skin. We have a plant-based retinol, and there's a vitamin C derivative, and there's also squalene and some silicones. And those silicones really help to keep your concealer and your shadows in place for the entire day. So if you're somebody that really doesn't have any discoloration, you don't wear concealer, but you want something to brighten up the under eyes and something that has skincare ingredients, then you can just wear this by itself. This is really nice for brightening because there's a little bit of that reflectant to the formula. It's nothing crazy, it's not super glittery or anything like that. It just has that nice formulation where it does instantly brighten. And again, if you have that dark circle, then of course this will help to disguise it just a little bit. So I like it because this also depuffs, and this applicator really helps to depuff those tired eyes in the morning, and it does a fabulous job. So if I'm doing both eyes, which of course I normally would, one pump will do both eyes, but since I'm doing one side of my face, I'm going to apply a half a pump. So you just push down on this button here to release the product, and then of course just apply it all over the eye area. So of course, if I didn't have any eye makeup on, I would be going onto my lid and brow bone. But I just really love this applicator because again, it really does feel nice and cooling. And in the morning, it really does depuff so nicely. So that instantly gave that brightness. I don't know if you can tell. I can tell when I look in the mirror here, but it just gives this nice hydration look, but it also adds some brightness. Now, of course, once you have applied that, you can just pat in the remaining product before applying your concealer. And that's what it looks like. So now I'm going in with the Rodial Banana Lowlighter. So this is a skin enhancer. So if there's certain sections of your face that you would like to brighten up, then of course this could be used for all areas on the face, including the under eyes. And this is where I typically like to use it. So all you need is the littlest amount. This does a really good job to brighten up the under eyes. And remember, when it comes to your under eyes, you don't want to apply too many products or too much of one product because it can look unnatural. Of course, it can accentuate dryness and fine lines, and we don't want to do that. So always start with little amounts, and if you need more product and more coverage, then it's easier to build it up than, of course, to take away. So just remember that with the under eyes, because I know sometimes I get carried away, and then halfway through the day, I'm looking at my under eyes and I'm thinking, okay, I need to remove this. I put way too much product. So less is more. I'm just going to apply the littlest amount like that. Actually, that was probably too much, but I can make this work. And I do like to apply this with my finger because I just feel like it does a better job to spread the product. The warmth of your finger really helps to melt the product into the skin a little bit nicer, but if you like using brushes or sponges, then feel free to use those. But you can see how brightening that already is. And you could, of course, stop right here and not even apply concealer. It's totally up to you, but this alone is just so beautiful and brightening, and you can see the difference here. So I really love this. Now there are two concealers that I like to use for this brighter look. So I will either go in with the Charlotte Tilbury concealer or the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser. Now these two are very similar in shades, which is why these are my go-to for this look, because they're very brightening. So I do feel like this one is more moisturizing. So if I feel like my under eyes need that moisture, or let's say I have dry patches, I will go in with this one. But since my eyes are in pretty good shape and I don't have any dry patches, I'm going to use the Maybelline one today. So I'm just going to apply the littlest amount. That's all I'm going to do, is just that. And then of course use my finger to spread the product. All right, and you can see how nice and bright that is. It makes a big difference by just adding the smallest amount of concealer on top of that brightening product. I'm very pleased with how this is looking, so I don't need to apply any more concealer. If I were to, of course, this will brighten up a little bit more, but then the chances of my under eyes looking makeup-y is a lot higher, and I don't want that because I do have one more product that I'm going to apply on top of this. So now I'm going to apply just a little bit of setting powder just to set everything in place, but the setting powder that I use is also very brightening, and I feel like this step makes the biggest difference. So of course there are many options on the market for brightening powders. As long as you get something that is in that pinky tone or even a yellowy tone, this is going to be brightening. So I have the Givenchy Prisme Libre, and this is in the rose. So there's different tones here. So we have some pinks, but we also have some peachy tones, and this makes the biggest difference when it's applied to the under eyes. So you can bake with this. If you're someone that likes to bake your under eyes or certain sections of your face, this works really well. I don't typically do that because it's just too much powder for my liking. So I just use a small little fluffy brush and just apply the smallest amount. So let's do that. So I make sure that I get all of the different shades on my brush, and then just tap off the excess so that I don't put too much powder. And then of course just apply it directly underneath the eyes. This is going to set the concealer in place, but then of course we're adding that additional brightness with those rosy tones. And this powder is amazing. I really love it, but of course there are other options and more affordable products that you can get that do very similar things to this one. So of course I will leave some options below for you, but as you can see here, what a difference. I am always amazed with how brightening this routine is. So I am going to finish up the other side so that we can see the completed look, and I will be right back. So this is the final look with both eyes done, and I'm sure you can agree that I have more of that brightness. I also have this nice lifted effect with my face as well, and I most definitely look more awake. So this is my go-to routine for that brightness, and honestly, this is game changing. This technique that I shared, also these products as well, but remember, you can find similar products to the ones that I use today. And if you haven't tried the Beauty Bio, honestly, this is really nice. If you're not into face primers, but you want something for the under eyes, get this, because this is going to prevent that creasing. It's going to prevent your concealer disappearing throughout the day. It really has that nice longevity. Plus we have skincare ingredients, which is always a nice thing. So I will leave this below for you as well. And I hope that you enjoyed it. And I really hope that I introduced you to something new today. If you tried this technique or the products that I shared in this video, please come back and let me know how it worked out for you. I always love to hear your feedback. So thank you so much for watching. I always do appreciate it. And of course, I will see you all in the next video. Take care, and I will see you all then. Bye, guys.